He'd run about a mile by now, but wasn't even hot yet. The pine trees were sparser here. Their tall trunks shot up vertically at a sharp angle to the sloping hillside veiled in gloom, out of which he could hear, now softer, now louder, the rushing of a stream. Or maybe a river. He wasn't familiar with this area. He didn't know where he was running to. He was just running. For a while now, he hadn't seen any blackish traces of bonfires at the small clearings, or scraps of colored packaging trodden into the grass, drenched by the rain and then dried by the sun over and over again. It looked as if no one ever came out here, because there weren't any roads, and the vistas on view from the open spaces weren't interesting. There was forest everywhere, with green splashes of beech trees, then a darker and darker color toward the peaks. The only things showing white against it were the insides of snapped tree trunks. The wind had toppled them, or they'd fallen from old age. Whenever they blocked his path, he focused his eyesight keenly to see if it was worth the effort of jumping over, or if it might be better to push his way underneath, between the dry, broom-like branches. The sky shone bright beyond the trees. He glanced behind him. His vision bounced off successive tree trunks, farther and farther away, until they merged into a single gray and brown drizzle. He strained his hearing. The emptiness was on par with the silence. Only the stream rushed invisibly, so far off that the sound reached him only intermittently, straying through the air among the trees. Anyway, perhaps it was just their swish. The wind was high up now. He could see it. His vision was sharp. He could distinguish the stirring of single spruce trees against the clouds. Almost the entire valley, coated in opaque forest, lay below him. At once he spotted 2 or 3 limestone rocks, with their oddly shaped pinnacles of bone. At the point where they began to sink in the forest sea, in its large static waves, he saw dark stains. Surely the entrances to caves or grottos?